All right, lady, we are back, and I am excited. I am watching Married at First Sight for the first time ever.
We're
And
matching, by the
yes,
way.
look at Purple Twins.
Look
Yes.
out.
But I'm liking it. I'm
You're liking
liking
it.
it. So I'm curious from a longtime watcher. I think people are saying this season is like kind of different. Like, is that good? Do you miss do
Good.
you want the old thing back?
No. No, 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 no. This is good.
Okay.
One, I have a crush on Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul Brunson.
Baby,
Hello.
I've been following Paul Brunson probably since like 2010, 2011. Like I've
Is he
literally
single?
no, he's married to a black
Good.
woman
He
though,
should
so I'm
be.
very pleased.
He should be
And
married. Okay.
but when I was living in Atlanta, he hosted different events on like dating and
Mm.
relationships, and I went to a couple of them, and I was like, oh, I love him.
Okay, he's
Yeah.
good. So I like the new people. One, they're younger, more attractive. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they were getting a little. I'm not ages, but they were getting a little up there in age. The other folks.
Yeah.
So yes, it's fresh energy there, but the way that they did everything is different. Like the coaches going to the people's houses, meeting the families, kind of really checking in on like, are you ready? Let's like kind of. It
Mhm.
was like they're like being like a doula into the
Yeah,
process,
that's
which
cool.
was a bit new. Because usually what we would see is like Pastor Calv and Dr. Pepper and all of them just kind of talk to them in the room, like interview them there. But yeah, it seems like a bit more personal. I think everyone's way more attractive than usually. Like they usually just have like basic looking people, like everyday looking people.
I
So yeah,
literally said, do they always look this good?
no.
I did not expect the people to be this fine.
Which is why I feel so bad for Miss Nikki.
Let me tell
Whew.
you, she's
So
too fine for that man that she's with. Go on.
so yeah,
Ooh.
the editing is different. I mean, how many episodes did it take us to get through the weddings? Was it 3 episodes?
3 episodes for the
So
weddings.
that is usual, but it was a bit more engaging, I would say.
Okay.
But I think honestly, like the format and the attractiveness is probably
Mhm.
like the biggest difference to me. But I've
Okay.
been enjoying it. I was before we recorded, it's like been like a bit of a roller coaster for me. Like it's
Mhm.
up and down. Do y'all like each other? Oh, y'all do like each other. Like
Right.
that's a bit stressful for me.
Yeah.
And my last just like general thought is just like, you know how like we're always like when they knew what they were getting themselves into, and then the response is always, well, no, I really didn't.
Yeah.
I feel like that, like Courteney in particular, I'm like, girl, what did you think you was getting into? She was not ready for this at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah,
yeah,
truly.
but I'm having fun.
Okay.
What are your first impressions? I'm dying to know.
I mean, similar to yours, like I was just like, wow, the couples all are very beautiful for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like very attractive people. I really appreciate the ages. Like
Me too.
people are not too young after we just got out of Love Island 21-year-old hell. I'm happy to be with some grown adults
Me too.
and, a good range of ages, races, like
Yeah.
backgrounds and things like that.
Yeah.
As always, I have my evergreen
Mm-hmm.
criticism of dating shows that nobody can be big on these shows. Because I'm not even talking about plus size. I'm just talking about like a size 12.
It's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like give me some
It's
meat,
true.
you
Yeah, you
know?
can be curvy, but the stomach gotta look flat. Is what it
Exactly.
continues to give. I agree with
You
that. And that's a
know?
bit, yeah.
So that's always something that I'm just like, it would have been nice to have like some regular size people, but fine.
Well, there's Shawn.
Huh?
There's
Sean.
Shawn.
But even he, for his age, he
Yeah,
doesn't have a belly.
I
He's not
agree.
like well built, but he's not big.
Yeah,
You
he's
know
not
what I
big.
mean?
I agree.
And the matchmakers, obviously I didn't know the previous ones, but I like these ones. I am like, are y'all sure about some of these? But mm,
They tried it. They tried it. Who do you feel like they tried it with? Like, which couples were you like, are you sure there?
oh, that is a good question. I mean, I think Caitlin and Devin have no business being together.
Is
These
that the rugby player?
the rugby player and his avoidant wife.
Yes.
And I'm just like, to me, based on my understanding of these concepts, they're sort of textbook anxious avoidant. Like that's
Ooh,
an
come on
anxiously
now.
attached man, like very
Yes.
strongly. And she is super avoidant. And I can relate because I have literally been in a situation with somebody who's like, I'm so happy just knowing you exist. We don't have to actually be together or spend time. And I'm
Mhm.
like, but that's the point of being
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
No, we don't have to.
That's what I'm kind of like. That I wish I could see and understand a bit more of like her detachment.
Right.
Like I feel like she's there. I think he just wants like a cheerleader. Like he wants like a mom cheerleader who like is it like just giving all this passion for
Hmm.
him, and that's not her. Like she
Yeah.
like if you're thinking about it in high school terms, like he wants a cheerleader. She's in the smoker section. Like she
Right.
is chilling.
I think he wants reassurance. I think he could
Hmm.
be more okay with her independence if there was like more moments that kind of fill up his
that's
cup
fair.
and
That's
make him
fair.
feel like, oh, she's really feeling me. So then when she has to have her solo gym time, it's no big deal. But it's like,
Yeah.
you barely be on me and you have your solo gym time?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
no, you're right. I did have this thought of like, I don't think I've seen them be affectionate at all. Like out of
Yeah.
all the couples, they are definitely, I mean, maybe besides Nick and Courtney, they're probably like the lowest on the affection scale.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good point.
Mhm.
He just
And
doesn't
he
feel
compares
loved. Yeah.
himself. I don't know if you got
Oh
to
my
this point because I
God.
can't remember which episode this was in, but they had gone to the water park with Marissa. Was that her name? With the
Yeah.
jet ski man. What's their
hmm
names?
Oh,
Girl.
Marissa and Adam.
Girl, I had to take
Because you don't
notes.
like
This is a lot of names, but
it is.
but they had gone to the water park with them, and Adam and Marissa are all over each other. Like they are hot like
Which I'm
fire.
kind of surprised by, yeah.
Yeah, I am. And Devin was looking upon that with jealousy. Like he was like, why can't you be on me like that? So, and
Yeah.
that's also an anxious trait to compare yourself to other people like that.
Yeah, I would say the two like visibly insecure people happen to be the youngest people on the show. Devin is 27 and Mecca is 28. Well, and there's other couple of girls who are 28 too, but the two boys, like Devin's the youngest, period. And I do feel like he's comparing him. Like they're all kind of measuring up, especially Nick.
They are.
And I don't like that.
They are.
That's like kind of, it is immature. It is. I get you kind of see it, but you just got to be in your relationship and like
what works for you.
Yeah, feel what you feel. Don't like look at like there's just no way to compare like we should be there. Like we're all different people. We're all moving in different ways. So that's not great. Let's talk about Mecca. I'm ready to talk about Mecca. You're ready to talk about
Mecca? Okay, please, let's talk about.
So you asked me, I think I was like episode 1 or 2, you asked me like what are my thoughts on him, and I was like, I fear he is Anaya coded. But he kind of shocked me. Just to go on the other, I was not expecting him to be less attracted to her because
I think he was full of shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can take that actually because just even before we even met him, right? Like he's like insecure about his job, and women have, I guess, like not wanting to date him because of that.
Right.
His dad is very critical and like it kind of seems like a bully to him.
Yes.
Which is like once I saw the dad, like oh my God,
that wedding speech.
I'm like, that's kind of Anaya's mom in a way.
Wow.
In a way. So like that critical parent is going to, it like makes your self-perception a little weak, even though like you can tell that he has a desire and like he feels like he should be very confident, but he is, oh baby. And so she didn't kiss him. She kissed him on the cheek. That whole spillage was really when I clocked it. Like you are really stuck on this, like, because what you're feeling is that like, oh, she must not be into me. She must not be into me.
Right.
And when you're so focused on if the person is into you versus if you're into the person,
there it is.
like, that's how we get to this place of, well, actually, I'm not that. I'm 60% is crazy. That's an F.
Girl, it was a lie. It was all a lie.
Okay, tell me this theory.
Okay, here's my theory. I believe that Mecca was taking a very insulting and circuitous route to saying, I feel like I'm giving you more than you're giving me. So what he was saying in the craziest, insane way was, you must like me so much that you're holding back. And I must like you less because I don't feel like I have to hold back. That's what he was saying. He was basically saying you're holding back. And he was trying to explain it in this crazy ass way.
It was crazy because he prompted this whole conversation. He literally asked the question, who do you think is more attractive? Don't ask that question. Never. Never.
That's weird. And I was just saying, he was basically trying to get to, I feel like I'm giving you more. I feel like I'm leaning in more than you are. But instead of just saying that, he said, oh, obviously that must be because I guess I like you less because I feel like I have less to risk. And you must like me more, which is making you shy.
Weird. But that's what she's asking for, a leader continuously. And
correct.
He's not.
She has made that very clear.
He's not a leader.
She gave him that green light on the boat in a way that I thought should make him feel so good.
And that's what confused me because I was like, well, maybe that's why he's not actually like making any moves because he's not that attracted to her. So it was all confusing. I'm like, that kind of blew me up a little bit. But again, it did make that overall point of like, yeah, you're so focused on if she likes you that now you're like, oh, wait, do I like her?
Right.
Oh, he's stressing me out. What was that the part that was problematic to you? That
conversation was just absolutely insane. And when I first saw Mecca, I was like, damn, that's a fine ass nigga. Like, I was like, whoa.
He was fine.
But now I see why you might be having problems in the dating arena.
And girl, it was hard. You just can almost like everything he says comes with a sense of a hurt, fragile ego. And you can tell that, I mean, obviously Bel Jolie and her mom are like, what the fuck is happening right now at the wedding reception?
Yeah.
Like, why are y'all dragging? That man didn't say nothing nice about his son. And so the mom had to come in and was like, be encouraged.
Yes.
Damn.
And this on top of him basically being abandoned by
I know.
his
Exactly.
biological mom. So
Right.
he got issues.
He got issues. And I guess they felt like it's almost in a marriage, right? The man cannot be searching for the reassurance like the way he is, especially when you're in a new marriage. Like, you have to be the leader who is like confident. This is how I imagine it, at least. You have to be the leader who is like confident and like leading you guys forward and like building this connection. But it's like looking like that's what Bel Jolie has to do. Like, she's the one like, I don't think you're going to be weird. I think you're cool. I don't like, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
150 was crazy though. That was crazy.
Right. But that's how I know he was just,
I felt so bad. And it doesn't seem like it came up again in episode 6.
No, they didn't address it at all, which I kind of was annoyed by. I was like, okay, we just moved on from that weird ass conversation.
And it was just mean, which like, girl, I'm scared for you, honestly, because when you have a critical dad like that, so like you're used to like people kind of, I wouldn't say like his dad was spewing venom, but like he's used to people saying mean things to him. Yeah. So he's going to be very easy. Like, it's going to be easy for him to say mean things to her. Which what that was mean. So she might want to get ready for when he gets comfortable and starts really trying to shade her. And that's not going to...
But I'll say before that conversation, and they had said that they made out, but we didn't see that. But to be honest, my initial impressions of them was like, this is the most platonic shit I've ever seen. This could be me and Antonio. Like, to me, I just see two homegirls. Like,
well, that's kind of the tea though. Like, with the mom not being there part, like him not really, just something's not fully explored there. I don't think he really knows who he is fully, if you know what I mean.
I agree. But I'm not even saying, there might be some hidden things, but I'm just like, the way that they're interacting to me is just not romantic, but it's not lacking chemistry. Like, I see a connection between them. And that's why I'm like, they just seem like good friends. And like, they could be the best person in each other's wedding to somebody else.
I do not feel like they can be good friends to each other. But I do, like, when I look, like, in my head right now, looking at them as a couple, I like verbally, Belle, I'm just gonna start calling her Belle. Yeah. Belle is definitely comes off and like more verbal in her attraction towards him. Yeah. I don't think he's actually compliment her at all, actually, now that I think about it. It's all just kind of been about him and his feeling.
If she likes him. That's fair.
Exactly. So I feel bad for Belle. I do feel
me too.
The black couples did not
on all the shows. God damn.
It's just looking like real life.
Like, girl, please, because I'm so triggered. Like, I feel like this show has brought forth two very lovely Black women. I think Belle has a wonderful spirit. She seems very positive and uplifting and bubbly. And then you have this insecure guy. Then we have Nikki, who I'm obsessed with. Like, actually, I might start the Nikki Stan page. Like, I love her. And I literally am so sad that this is the best they could get for her. And I'm not saying that Shawn's a bad guy. I actually don't hate Shawn, but I just want better for her because I think she's so great. And that is the plight of great Black women.
Oof. Okay, let's pass the offer basket.
Girl.
Yes. Okay, so Nikki's 46. Shawn is 48. Shawn, the way that Nikki probably got Virgo placements. Let me just start there. The girl has Virgo placements. She's definitely has like a critical eye and is like clocking things very easily. Yes. She is the one that I relate to the most, for sure. I would find Shawn so irritating. I really would. I don't think I would make it as far as she's made it. I don't.
Wow.
That's actually kind of been my lesson for this show is like, just like when Courteney and Nick, like early in the episodes, like they just like couldn't figure out a conversation. That's when I was like, should we just call it? Like, that's what I would do.
You said divorce.
I don't think this is gonna work. So that's my lesson. But he, like, even in his vows, he's like, I'm a doctor. Like, he's just
constantly, it was all about his resume.
Yes, like he absolutely wants to one up her, and I think especially because even though she hasn't like verbally said that she's not attracted, it's clear that like at the wedding day she was surprised that was her husband, and so he's had to have some inkling that she's not.
They did have a discussion where she finally did say it.
Right, but before then, I just felt like actually I can just take it to the present day because you're right. Like, she basically stated that I just feel like you're trying to humble me. I feel like you are trying to like prove that you are better than me, and therefore, it's like either like, it's like you might not like me, but you ain't all that. You're not all that either. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is like very much so what he is giving. Oh, he's exhausting though. And I agree with her when he was doing the like question, like that interviewing question. Like you are trying to. I felt like she gave a very good answer. Like
It was enough for where they were.
It was enough for where they were. What were you looking for? Like, why don't you tell me about how you've grown? Why don't you give me an example? It's gonna be a struggle, and she's right too. He has not taken accountability. Hello, Anaya. Sorry, cut that out. He's not taking accountability at all. He does not see he's wrong. He's very smug, and this girl is trying. Okay, she's trying.
She like the way that I can relate to her is so deep that it makes me love her, but it also makes me scared because I said, oh, so when I'm 46, this is going to be my life.
Well,
because she and I can relate to her so much. It's scary. Like if I find out she's a Delta, it's over. I'm gonna be like, girl, we the same person. You just light skin. Cause the way that I have met guys, tried, like found attraction to them in the non-physical ways and said, I'm gonna try for the physical. Like I'm gonna lean in, I'm gonna kiss, I'm gonna hug, I'm gonna touch until I feel it. But I don't ever feel it. But I'm trying to. And then for him to feel like, oh, you're just doing it out of pity. No, I'm trying to get this to catch up with everything else. For her to feel like she's humbling him, for him to be constantly comparing himself, because that's what it comes down to. He is competing with her. This is a very accomplished woman, he is competing with her, and that is something I deal with so much. It is my biggest like red flag. As soon as I feel it, I'm out, because don't compete with me. First of all, you probably, you know what I mean? Like it's not it's not a fair competition, but also that's not what we're here to do. We're here to see if we can meet each other's needs, but you're trying to one up. So now when I say stuff, you always got to say something back that's a little argumentative. Why are we arguing about like some dumb shit just because you just want to win? Because you're comparing. And that's what he's doing. And then for her to be so beautiful, she has maintained herself. She looks absolutely stunning.
She has great boobs.
Her boobs are amazing. Her body is amazing. And then here he comes. Yeah. He's not ugly, but girl, ugh.
I kind of thought it was going to be fine until she was like, well, now where my husband at? I was like, and then she was like, literally, it did look like she was going to faint. And like in that moment, I was like, oh yeah, she kind of deserve a fine man. Like a man who was like 6'2", you know, chisel. Like she did deserve that. She did.
I wonder if she would be okay with a more handsome but less successful man, because in the session with Paul, she said like, he has to make 200K. Like I'm not dealing with somebody who we got to be super far apart on the salary. But if he was making 80, but he was fine, could she deal?
Seems like no. I don't think so. I don't. And but okay, so two things. I was like, wow, I did not realize that I could be single still at 46. Okay, all right, I'm here for that. Okay, I'm gonna wrap my head around that.
Well, I'm not here for it. I'm
not here for it either. But I'm like, if she's single, you know. But also the fact that everyone else everyone is very happy. Like we heard many wows when the groom met their brides and vice versa. And the fact that the oldest woman is the one who was let down, and a successful Black woman at that. It does again tell me a lot about what the dating pool looks like for Black women of a certain age. So I'm also feeling bad about that too. I'm like, damn. And there was no attractive, handsome, I guess she wanted a Black man who made good money in Seattle for her, who applied, I guess,
who was available for this.
Actually, okay, now that you think about it, actually makes more sense. Why does she could if you're making $350K, you could have hired a matchmaker. Like, I'm happy she's on the show, but maybe you didn't have to do it this way.
One thing that Shawn said that I did agree with, we are both the sun in our individual orbits, but together we can't have two suns. And I thought that was insightful and true.
I don't love it though.
Okay.
And maybe it's because I'm a Leo.
Okay,
good for him to recognize it. I'll give him grace for recognizing it. I just don't like that he came in like that's it from the get-go. Honestly, how do you feel about his history of dating women who are usually more successful than him? And he likes taller women. I respect that. But there's something to that. Because I think also like with him having this like intellectual history, I think he probably wants a woman who is curious about his intellect.
Right.
Like he wants to show it. And he wants to talk about it, and she's not going to, because she's reading it as like she's reading it as someone who wants me to acknowledge their intellect and wants me to engage in it. That just doesn't feel natural to her,
right?
And it kind of feels unnecessary to her, I'm sure. But I get on the other hand, like that's what you want.
Right.
I do get that.
So I feel
That's
like he should
stressful.
go for a woman who's less successful than him. He should
I
go
agree.
for a nice basic lady who will look up
And
to him.
younger. And
Yeah.
younger.
And maybe he wants those more successful women because there's an ego boost and like something about
Exactly.
humbling them, which is what
Yeah.
she was saying.
Also, him being so overly sexy, do you think he was doing it
Ooh,
on
he is freaked
purpose,
out.
or do you think he wasn't reading the room?
I
Part of it thinks
genuinely
he's in.
think he's just very attracted to her, which is understandable. She's hot. And I think he was just freaked out. I think he was just ready to smash.
I just feel like she was giving him all the signs that, like, in no way, shape, or form was she into that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even when like, oh, this is my first time that I'm becoming aware that you're not attracted to me. I'm like, are you not reading the room? Like, I know she's not saying it explicitly, but I just feel like
Mm-hmm.
all of her signals are like, put your shirt on, right?
Yeah,
Put your shirt
yeah.
on's kind of crazy.
Right. And
It's
then
kind of crazy.
but then he's like, "But you kissed me." And she's like, "Okay."
I'm
And
trying.
yeah, like that don't mean I'm trying to rip your clothes off.
Right. That was a weird conversation to me. Like,
Yeah.
why do you want me to stop kissing you? Like, I'm here. I'm here. Every day I'm here. And I just, yeah, he is, I think baseline, he's trying to humble her. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't want the pity. I think he sees it as pity kisses. I actually think this is a through line with a lot of the guys
Ooh.
that they want to feel very wanted by the women. Like they want the women fawning over them.
Well, Tori's doing that. Shout out to Tori.
Baby. And Marissa.
Yeah. And Marissa. And they're the happy couples. I feel like Belle could give that energy too. He's just not there yet. He needs to date like a Trinity. He needs to date like a Trinity.
Yeah.
Okay, should we talk about Felipe?
Sure.
I don't have much to say about him. My overall thought is I'm very nervous that we're gonna have a conversation one day of you stayed out all night and didn't come home until this time, and he's gonna be like, I didn't do anything, but that is just a storyline that I'm waiting to see happen.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about something that happened at the end of episode 6.
Ooh.
So they were getting fresh and frisky on the couch, and he said, "Come on, let's go to the bedroom." And they went in, and 2 hours later, she came back out and slept on the couch. And basically, she said, "We had sex, but I was so overwhelmed, and I felt like I was too vulnerable." And so she needed to escape, basically, and didn't want to be in the room anymore. And I was like, "Oh shit." I
That's
think
bad.
even before that, one thing that I sort of got from them is that like she seems like she just like goes along.
Yeah.
Like she's not really like strongly grounded in any specific thing. And because Felipe is so big and energetic, that she's just like, okay, 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 okay. And I feel
That's a
like
really
it
good
came to
point.
a head in that moment.
Wow, that's such a good point. Because one, we just generally don't hear a lot from her. It is just Felipe being happy, but I don't think that we've actually heard her articulate like in confessional. So that's a good
Right.
point where we personally, like, I'm just assuming, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like the whole, like at the wedding, with the mom thing, I kind of see what you're saying in that perspective where like, the mom is just like so in love with all of this, and like, there's supposed to be like this connection between them. And I feel like Tori was like playing the part that she needed to play, like being this like sweet, lovely, welcoming person. But I'm like, there's
Right.
no way that you like, I could tell, like I clocked in that moment. I'm like, you're just doing the thing because you're supposed to do the thing.
Mhm.
And that with the like knowing that her boyfriend kind of took care of her like a boyfriend credit card. I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing. Apply. So she's definitely used to men taking care of her, leading the way. So that's a good point. I'm interested. I'm a little surprised that she felt uncomfortable, and I'm interested in seeing like why.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, it made me kind of sad. I was like, dang, don't want that to be the first experience.
I know,
But
that's really sad.
yeah.
Like, what the Felipe do? What did you do? Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he can't dance, by the way. They talked all about him dancing. I ain't seen no good dance moves from him at the wedding. I'm just saying. So you didn't like Adam from the get-go.
Baby. So let me tell you, when he got in a couple, he became a new man. Like I was sort of shocked by the change. But at first I was like, oh, I can't stand this man. So judgmental. I can't stand a judgmental person. And I definitely like the fact that his interpretation of a person drinking is them always being drunk and hungover. I'm like, what?
And diseases.
Like, oh, and that's why your body is full of inflammation. What? Like, why have we gone all the way to 10? And then he's just he feels or he felt at that time so controlling and so like domineering and like my way and my thoughts are the only ones that matter. And so I was like, ugh.
I know. I was really nervous. I'm like, oh, they set her up by not telling her that he don't drink. That was a setup. They set my girl up. But that seemed to work out. Like, I was very nervous about how that would play out because he looked angry every time someone mentioned alcohol. He looked
it
visibly
looked like he
angry.
was like gonna cut somebody out. And the way that in that meeting with Paul, the way he kept saying female, I said, oh, white men do that too. I don't like
Here we
that.
are. And he did the thing that I continue to not like, which is, what if she doesn't work out? And he's like, I've trained world-class athletes. So like, what if she don't want to train? And now you got a girl who's a napper. Like, what's going to happen there? The girl likes 3-hour naps. Like, I'm so nervous for her. But it seems to be working out. And as long as he lets her be her,
right,
I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. So
yeah, he really softened up. I was
so shocked.
Yeah.
Maybe because he just is. He did talk, like they met before.
Yeah.
He saw her first, attracted to her first. So I guess it's just already there in a way. I don't know, but good for them. Let me start with Nick. Actually, for me and Nick at first, it was the Leonardo DiCaprio meme of just like, wait, I know him from somewhere, and I couldn't figure it out until he finally said perfect match and circle. And there was a third show.
He's been on RuPaul's Drag Race.
I think I've seen him every time he's been on TV, and I don't like him. I've never liked him on any of the shows. Never liked him.
I watched Perfect Match and I watched The Circle, and I don't remember him.
Well, I couldn't remember where he was from. I was like, I know him from somewhere. I just knew I knew him from somewhere, and I knew I didn't like him. They're also like, they're our conservative couple. I kind of now I'm not surprised he's conservative now. Watching him on the dating shows, he definitely like was the white guy who was only going to date the white girls. Yeah, it's weird. He does have some type of he has like a dry sense of humor that I wouldn't be mad at. But for some reason, him and Courteney, their sense of humor are not meshing. He's not okay. He has a dry sense of humor, but I don't think he's a dry person. He is a hater, though. He is a hater.
Yeah.
He likes to talk shit. Like, that's his main thing, is talking shit. And I don't, that's clearly not Courtney's vibe.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by how it's working out between them so far?
I mean, not surprised. It's just like, well, like, I kind of feel like you, like, well, is this even worth it if you're this bored? I mean, at the very, very beginning, you're this bored where you said you wanted to shoot yourself in the head.
I know, that was bad.
Girl. And she was so happy when they had the group thing so she could talk to other people. Like, and they did have a therapy session. To me, and she keeps saying slow burn. I said, girl,
it's not a slow burn.
Slow burn is code for dry cooch. You just don't want the nigga. Like, it's okay. You just don't want him.
I don't think she does.
Like, she's like, well, how exactly do you want me to touch you? I mean, how long do you want me to touch you? And she's trying to turn it into like an equation. Girl, you don't need to. If you liked him, you would touch him the appropriate amount of time. You just don't like him.
And you not wanting to be around your husband is awful. It's an awful sign. Awful sign. You don't like him. You don't like him. Also, she dunks on him every chance she gets.
Yes.
Like,
every chance.
And I just feel like I don't think she really respects him in that way.
Yeah.
And then she's stuck on the reality TV show. Like, at what point are you just going to really, I'm glad that she's questioning it. Like, I think it's smart, but that is still there. And I actually do believe his reasoning. Like, I'm just trying to find somebody.
Yeah. I think she's looking down on it because it's very clear that she's not tapped in with culture. Like, she didn't know the shows. She doesn't know what January 6th is. So she be in her own little bubble. She don't be tapped in. So people who are like that tend to judge like certain things more harshly. Yeah. And so I think when she learned, oh, he was on all these shows, not only is it like, oh, what's his real motivation, but it's also like, what kind of man does a whole bunch of reality shows? Like, I think she kind of is looking down on that.
By the way, he did lie too when he initially told her. He was like, "But no dating shows," and it's like, you have been on the dating show.
Perfect Match is a dating show.
It's a dating show, so that was you could. I'm surprised that he was so like automatically a little insecure about it.
Yeah.
Like, this is your fourth show, guy. Like, just accept it. Like, if you're gonna be that guy, just be that guy.
Right.
I don't know why they matched them. I don't think this was a good match. This was not a good match. Michelle and Cameron. Cameron's another one who reminds me of me. Yeah, I don't know. They're a little boring, obviously. I think they're getting there, though. I think they're getting there.
The nature of their being boring is healthy. Like, yes, I think that they are moving at like the perfect pace.
I agree.
Not too fast on the physical, but it's not dry. I do think they're developing a real emotional connection. Obviously, they've had some very deep conversations very early, and it
Yeah,
seems
that's a
like
good point.
they're both very receptive to each other. And like I can just relate to both of them. Him with his lack of relationship history. Hello.
Me
I
too.
mean,
Me
I've
too.
dated, but I haven't had a lot of boyfriends. You know what I
hmm
mean? And
hmm
then her being like, I'm just trying to find a man who wants to commit. I'm like, me too, sis. You
Well, a
know,
good man, but he's a good man. He's a good man to
I think
commit.
he's
You
great.
know,
And I think he's the best looking white man. I think
I
he looks
agree.
great.
I mean, Nick is kind of cute. I'm not gonna hold you.
Ugh.
Also, Adam kind of cute too. Adam's kind of
I think
like
I just
the.
disliked him too much from the beginning to see his
That's fair.
cuteness, but
That's
it's
fair.
there.
Yeah, he's like a white Michael B. Jordan. They have like the same type of smile. Anyway, child. um, I feel good about them. It's very weird that he does not like Courtney, like the other girl who I can't remember. They are not ready to be around a person or
Yeah.
cohabitate with the person.
Yeah.
That is, I think about that, and I'm nowhere near a relationship. I'm like, now how are we gonna do this bad thing? Because I'm so used to being in the bed by myself. Like I'm thinking about
Yeah.
that already. So
Mhm.
I'm just surprised that they weren't expecting it.
Mhm.
But I feel good about them. I think that he's ooh. Could you see yourself dating him? Like the way he talks and like the way he like expresses himself. How would you feel
I
about
don't
that?
know. I feel like I really like very affectionate guys. Like
hmm
I'm kinda Devin. Like I want somebody to be all over me.
it's
So
true. It's true.
so I don't see that from him. But I like him as a person. Like I think he's cool.
Yeah, I think he's going to be good to Michelle. I think Michelle is taking it very slow. I think she's taking in everything he says. He made me very nervous when he was saying that, like, sometimes I want to run away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. And then finally it was like, but I'm not because you're here. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, that was the first time where I, like, put my shoulders down when it came to them. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right,
And I
okay,
love that
y'all.
she was so direct. Well, if that's how you
She
feel, why
is.
did you do this?
She is. She is.
Mhm.
Okay. Good for Michelle. I'm feeling good about them. I think that's all the couples then.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the dad? Well,
Well, did we talk fully about Devin and Caitlin?
Caitlin. Okay, yes, because that's the dad I was talking about. So yeah,
Oh,
we can go
okay.
into him a bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, just the dad again. One overall in the weddings, I'm glad that there were certain people who were just saying like, "This is weird." I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
appreciate that. Like, we
Mhm.
do need that voice of reason in some way. Really cool to like see him do all those speeches and kind of make it about himself. But like, it worked out because Caitlin is just not that type of like. She's
Right.
like, sure, go ahead if you want the spotlight. But I thought he was gonna like faint for a little
Right.
bit. Like I just
I
him
thought he was
and
about to say,
Nikki.
"I object."
Me too. Like I was definitely nervous, and he was like, "I wasn't gonna come. Now I'm rooting for y'all."
Mhm.
He gonna be hurt when Devin
Yeah.
is like, "I don't know if it's
I don't
working
want
for
this
us."
girl. I don't think they're gonna I don't know how this goes or like if it's like Love is Blind where there's like a
It is.
culmination point that you may or may not get to, but whatever it is, I don't think they're gonna make it. I do not see it for them
Ooh, out of
at
all the couples,
all.
yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. Who do you think's gonna leave first, or who's gonna be the one to just be like, "I'm done"?
Caitlin's gonna be like, I gotta go. Like this man wants so much from me that I can't give. And it's making her feel bad. It's making her feel
Yeah,
guilty. And
yeah.
she doesn't want to keep having that weight, you
Yeah.
know?
I appreciated her expressing that in the way she does because I think in relationships it's like this is what I need, so you're supposed to give it to me. But like it can also just be like, and this is who I am, and
Correct.
this is what I can give. And so
Hmm.
like her name, like I don't think I might ever be able to give it. It's just such a human and honest
Hmm.
thing to name.
Yeah.
Oh, Devin, you're also like a rugby player at 27. Where you recruited to go on this show.
Mm.
I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're here.
Hmm.
You can go anywhere and pick up a girl, I'm
And you can
sure.
find a girl. Yeah. Hmm.
That's easy. So I don't know why he's here at all. Um, just to go back to Felipe, it is funny that Felipe's like, look, the only way I know I'm gonna settle down and get married and like not cheat my way to marriage is to just go ahead and get married. That is very interesting to me. I almost believe him that like he might be able while he's on this show.
Hmm.
I almost believe that he is going to try to stay faithful, but he will be out
Yeah.
partying. That's going to get on Tori's
Yeah.
nerves.
Hmm.
Okay, let's just go down the list of like who's going to make it, who's not going to make it.
Okay. I think Felipe and Tori will make it.
Okay. I think I'm there too. I don't think she's gonna break up with him. It's just the truth of the matter. Like
Yeah.
when like you saying that like she's gonna go with the flow. I don't think she's gonna get to the point where she's just gonna be like, I'm done with this. Like it's gonna have
Right.
to be something big for it to be done. So yeah.
Exactly. I think Belle and Mecca. You don't think they're going to?
No, Bella's gonna wake up.
Okay.
She's gonna have to work too hard. to keep this going. Like as soon, it's the reassurance thing, right? And it just is generally exhausted being around a person who is insecure. Because he can't give any positivity. And so that means like she's gonna have to like, even for herself, she's gonna have to give herself a lot of positivity and all of that. And I think that's gonna be exhausting. And just the other side, just her kind of having to be the leader of the relationship. He's not a leader at all. So yeah, that's not gonna work out.
Okay. Courteney and Nick.
Courtney and Nick. Courtney and
no.
Do you think she's gonna end it before? So there's a decision day. I think it's basically either 6 weeks or 3 months. Maybe no. So I think it's 3 months overall. And there's gonna be consistent couples therapy, and then there's gonna be a final couples therapy where they kind of name it if they're gonna stay or go, and each person gets to say if they're in it or out.
Okay, they ain't making it.
I don't think they're gonna make it either. But it is gonna have to be her. I think I mean, Nick is kind of used to staying on the show for the long haul, so it's gonna be her. I don't know what's gonna be her breaking point because he is pretty mild. I don't think he's gonna do anything disrespectful at all. So
I think it's just gonna be her boredom. Because even the way during the little meetup, the way she was all in Felipe's face, I said, "Back up, girl. He is married."
That was tea. That was tea. Yeah, that was tea. I don't know why. That was a bad match. Out of all the matches, well, maybe no. I get why they did Shawn and Nikki, but out of all matches, I think that this was the weakest. There. Okay, who's next?
Adam and Marissa.
Well, I don't really know, to be honest. It's too easy. It's too easy.
And I think once the physical fire starts to burn out, what's left?
Right. What do they have in common? I think he's gonna get. I just see a day coming where he's like, "You don't clean up the kitchen. You don't do this. I'm so sick of like." He's gonna get tired of her laying around the house, and so I foresee that coming.
Cameron and Michelle.
I have to like get their pictures in my head. Cameron, Michelle. Oh yes. That's another one I don't know about. I think they're getting there, right? Like I think that the ice is starting to melt with them. They're both like not affectionate people. But maybe that's good for them, right? But I'm just like, is he gonna get there? Like he's not used to being in relationships. It's like another situation where I feel like she is not prepared to like lead this relationship further, but I think that she is going to have to be like the pioneer kind of moving forward. But I think they're going to try to make it work. Overall.
Devin and Caitlin.
Oh yeah. You know, Courtney and Miss Caitlin, they're gonna have a little conversation. They might be aiming together.
They're gonna all of a sudden, Courtney and Caitlin are gone.
They're gone.
It's just gonna be a little note on the screen.
They have decided to leave the show, and then like maybe there'll be like a little text that she sends Felipe. I kind of hope. Ooh, that would be tea if one night Felipe is out late with Courtney. Oh, I want that to be a storyline so bad.
Ooh, girl, you want mess.
I do want mess.
And then lastly, Nikki and Sean.
Okay. The real question is, are they going to make it to decision day? I don't know. I don't know. I think they might have like 3 more episodes in them.
I think they are going to make it to decision day because I think that she sees his good qualities and she's trying very hard to not discount them. Like I think she doesn't want to give up on him too quickly. And I do think he has shown some promise in his ability to come back around and try to repair things. You know, like he doesn't always take the accountability he needs to, but he always like tries to smooth it out. And he's like, let's just have a new day. Let's just start over, you know, and he tries to like make it better. And I think they'll just do that little pattern until the end.
Yeah, I see it. It just depends on if he takes in the therapy and the coaching, if he takes that in, but that if he can't take accountability, if he is never wrong, I don't think that Nikki is going to put up with that long term because he will continue to be wrong a lot. But I do think he takes notes. Like I think that he like responds to the feedback. He might just like he's defensive about it, but I think he's hearing her. She just kind of is a bit more emotionally. Well, do you think she's more emotionally intelligent?
I think so. I think she is very intuitive. I love how she expresses herself. I think she is masterful at being able to say like
this
exactly
is
the
what it is.
thing. And I'm just like, oh girl, you
Yeah.
said that.
It's very impressive that someone actually says the thing that I'm thinking
Right.
of, like, oh, this is what he's doing, and she's saying, I'm like, okay, you saw, you clocked it. I'm so proud of you.
Yes. And I just love how she's so like, I need you to handle me with care.
Delicately.
I need you to be
Yes.
delicate. And it's just so like, boop,
That was
you know,
beautiful. You're
do
right.
it or don't.
And he does have to hear her in those moments, because again, he doesn't. I'm sorry to go back a little bit, but I didn't say this earlier. And on that night of their wedding night, I felt like he thought that he was putting her at ease by kind of breaking the sexual ice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool, we're good, we're just being playful or whatever. But yeah, he definitely, I think he was reading it wrong. To be kind to him, I think that maybe he was reading her energy wrong there. But there was also this side of, I just really do think that he's trying to prove himself to all of us.
Yeah.
In a way of like, I am sexual. I can, like, I'm a spicy guy. I'm like, show me, don't tell me. That's my biggest thing. And I'm sure Miss Nikki might feel that way too. If the therapy goes well, then great. I wonder if they're going to have feedback for her. Maybe they will.
Yeah.
But no, they're not going to make it. No, she deserves better.
She does.
She does.
She really does. I'm so sad. Like, this is the best they got?
I know, out of all of it, Shawn, I haven't looked at like what people are saying on Threads yet, but I can't wait to see what they're getting